Okay? What did you say?
He was blessed by Ho-Ho.
No. You said he was blessed by Ho-Ho. Okay? He was not blessed by no fucking tasty cakes. Okay?
Gamer Iglesias was blessed by that.
Ho-Ho. Not Ho-Ho. Alright? Fucking... Jesus. Ho-Ho. Fucking... You know what? We gonna go ahead and start this shit right the fuck now. Alright? You wanna fucking play games? He was blessed by Ho-Ho. Right?
That sounds something like Gabriel Iglesias would say.
Honestly. Alright, so our
Backwards compatibility versus full digital.
our opinions on it?
Yes. So, I'm putting this based off the recent patent that this says the PS5 is going to allow full backwards compatibility on PS1, 2, 3, and 4 games.
I heard that also was supposed to be less than $500 too.
What?
True.
The PS5, allegedly, it's the price for it could be under $500.
How much was the PS3 was sold for?
$700.
Was it really?
Out, right?
Yeah, when it's first debuted, it was $700.
And it was hilarious because even for that time, it was pretty low-ended gig-wise. Because it was 40 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came out with the 80 and 60. So, I don't know. I personally, honestly though, like, what do you mean by backwards compatibility or digital? Like,
so if you notice, most games are now just going mainly to a digital library. Like we have, of course, PSN, Xbox Live.
Library.
What?
Go ahead.
Backfist?
Backfist. Go ahead.
So they actually did a study, and they say that 63% of gamers are no longer buying like retail copies; they're just going all digital. Plus, that most of the pre-order bonuses for digital come from what either the retailer sells or it's much better than what the retailer sells. Plus, there could be early access for digital only. I've had a few games with that. So the question is mainly, is backwards compatibility really needed, or should everyone just go digital?
Well, I mean, some games, like, that are PSN aren't on the PSN, essentially. Like, I would try to find, when Scott Pilgrim vs. the Game came out, I could find it on PS3. Can't find it on PS4. So, I guess if they had, a nice copy, that would be nice. But, there's some games that they won't have digital.
Right.
That you're going to need the hard copy for.
Right, it's like Onimusha Warlords just came out, and it was mainly digital. They are going to get a physical copy later, but the thing that I'm wondering is, think when the PS4 and the Xbox One first released, neither had backwards compatibility, and tons of people were just bitching left and right saying, where's backwards compatibility? Where's backwards compatibility? Now, PS4 followed that up with PS Now, which was a streaming service, which has gotten much better because now they actually allow you to download the games instead of just streaming, so you can actually have the game and play whenever you want. But then Xbox One just said, okay, fuck it, we're going to go ahead and put backwards compatibility. And, you can play Xbox games and you can play 360 games once again.
Yeah, with the PlayStation, because, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, you can play PlayStation 1 games. And then it just kind of stopped after that. Like, PS3, unless you got, wasn't the older one, the very first one, you could play PS2 games, or no?
Mm-mm.
I got, there was one, I got the 80 gig one with, what the fuck was that racing game?
Was it Burnout?
No, it wasn't Burnout.
Need for Speed?
Midnight Club?
It's nothing that you guys would know, honestly. It was a fucking, it was a racing game, but it came with it. And that's the one that I had that was compatible with essentially every PS2 game, because I would just slap in my PS2 game and play with that, and I would have my PS2 just chilling and gathering dust. But personally, for me, I like owning physical copies. It's just my preference. I like holding the physical copy in my hand, knowing that I can. I mean, yeah, it's nice knowing that you can access it anywhere and not have to burden yourself with bringing the discs and stuff like that. But personally, I like having a physical copy. Now, if we can own the physical copy and put it in, and the digital shit downloads to our cloud or some shit, and then we can access it through there, that'd be cool. But I'm not gonna see myself buying games that I can get physical copies for on digital. It doesn't make. I just don't care enough to go ahead and be like, oh, here's my credit card. Let me just fucking no. That's my personal opinion though. I like physical copies. I'm old school like that.
Okay, and I also agree with you because there are certain games like Kingdom Hearts 3. I had to get that physical. I could not get it digitally. I knew I wanted to keep it. I wanted to have the copy, and I probably never will sell it or like, dang, I'm just gonna keep it 100%. But then you think of some games, like say I did get Mortal Kombat X digitally because I just wanted that, and I still have it on my PS4, and I still play it to this day. And it just doesn't feel like anything major. Now with Mortal Kombat 11 coming out, I may get the collector's edition just because of that mask and that coin and the specialty case, but that's just like on a collector's value, and it's also like one of my favorite game franchises of all time. But then seeing the thing is like, did backwards compatibility really boost the Xbox One when they brought it in? Not really. So I didn't see the point of them bringing it to Xbox One, and it didn't really even skyrocket sales or anything.
Because even if Xbox One, because Xbox One has the backward compatibility, before then people just swap back and forth. I mean, that's just one button to change a channel, but people are lazy these days on their shit.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, personal preference wise, I don't see the value in not getting the physical copy. The physical copy is just a physical copy. Like,
Yeah.
I guess if you don't want to have too much clutter, that's great. But for me, I just want to own the physical. I just want to look at it, because I have all of the PS2 games and PS1 games that I bought. I still have the cases for them and everything. I have every one of them. And I like looking at my collection.
Like it's like an achievement for you, type thing.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Yeah, it's just I'm not gonna see myself buying games, digital wise, that I can just go ahead and go out and just get the physical copy. It's the same thing, except one, you don't own, you don't have something that you can look at. The next is, I don't know, because
I would say that digital is a bit better, because you can have the if you have a physical copy and your friend wants to borrow it, but you also want to play, at least you have digital, and you could just download it to theirs so they can play, but you can still play yours. Because there are some people who are like, oh dude, I haven't got it. Oh man, I got digital. Let me just put my account. Boom, you have the game. Play it on your side of the account, and I can play it on mine.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be dope if you could actually. I mean, they're not gonna do it for business reasons, for money reasons. They're not gonna let you have the digital piece on a cloud server or something like that, because then that gives you the ability to just hand out your physical copy to anybody, and then they have it, so their sales plummet.
And there's people that can just hack it too.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. From my view, back to what you said about physical copies. Yeah, I do have the collection. I do have like Super Nintendo games, Sega Genesis games that I still own, still keep, and like never will part with because they're always a childhood. But I do have to go on digital, mainly because if a certain game comes out that's retro or was only released in Japan or region locked or something, digital opens that door to actually get it transferred to the States.
Oh yeah, no.
anything.
For games like that, sure. Cause I'm right now in the process. I say in the process, but it's just I have the money, but I keep forgetting. But I'm in the process of buying Wipeout, the collection. That's not on disc, so that's fantastic for me because I could just download it off PlayStation Store. Now, if it was on disc, I'll just go get it on disc.
Yeah, like when I'm gonna go back to the Wii.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Because I didn't have an N64, so back when I was a kid, so I had to go to my neighbor's house. And then when I saw it on the Wii, I was like, I could buy it. I'd be like, no, I don't have a physical copy, but the digital is fine, and I can just play it right there. And I would love to have it, but I can't, because that was before Second Charles existed, where I can just buy it and they actually have like the physical copy games.
Okay. Picking up what you said, I agree because I back when I had the Wii, I actually got a really good game called Sin and Punishment, and it used to only be in Japan till the Wii Virtual Console, RIP by the way, actually brought it to the States, and it opened my eyes to a whole new genre of gaming. So knowing that the PS5 may do this, if they actually have a huge locker of digital, say you can get any PS1, 2, 3, 4 game, then that's going to really be the selling point. Because then you could literally rip through PlayStation's past and pick that one game that you either are really nostalgic for or a game you've never picked up before and try it out. So,
or just the copies of the stuff you already have, and just be like, oh man, and let's go with that one today.
I mean, eventually it's going to get to the point where discs aren't going to be sold anymore, and the gaming section of Walmart, Target, Best Buy, all that jazz is going to disappear. So GameStop is going to essentially either it's going to survive by selling
The merch.
And digital like little slips, and or it's just gonna go down like EB Games did and Circuit City. But I mean, until then, I'm gonna buy the physical copies that I can find the physical copies for, because owning the physical copies, it's just satisfying. Because if I wanted to own just straight up digital copies, I have a PC, I have Steam.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it, I'll just do it on that. There's no one stopping me from doing that. But it's just physical copies are just. I'm kind of old school. I love it. I love opening that fucking plastic wrapper.
Yeah.
It's oddly satisfying.
Yeah.
True.
So it's kind of like that's the way I view it.
And I'm glad you brought up GameStop because I think now I see why they're trying to compete with digital, because one of the blocks on digital is you can't play it till midnight of the game's release. But GameStop has recently been having, instead of midnight releases, 9 p.m. releases, so you get the game 3 hours before a digital release.
Yeah, no, when the Spider-Man game came out, I got mine digital, and my brother's friends, they left the house to go to GameStop to go grab it, and then got it, and waiting on that download, and I could hear them playing it, and I was like, fuck, and I was like, what time is it, 11:58? Fuck! 2 minutes. And I just sat in my room for 2 minutes staring at it, and I was like, I could be playing it now if I got the hard copy right now. But no, I chose digital right now, and I'm just waiting. I go downstairs to get a water. I'm like, it's midnight. Get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, but it also, like, you notice how the Switch doesn't do backwards compatibility, but mainly because they have the Virtual Consoles store, in which right now it's rumored they're bringing N64 and then a GameCube to their Virtual Console very soon.
I've actually, I just saw the trailer that they're bringing back GoldenEye for the Switch and Xbox One, and they're going to be cross-compatible.
Oh, that's smart.
But only those two systems.
Why the fuck does PlayStation and PC get gypped?
Well, PlayStation's still being a dick on crossplay,
Yeah.
and PC, sadly, like, one thing I always notice is that the biggest game titles, for some reason, it takes so much longer for PC. I understand you got to get the specs and all that correctly, but it's just like, it'll be like, a game comes out in February, and then somehow the PC takes all the way till October just to release. So I don't understand that.
Like GTA 5.
Yes.
When that came out, everyone was like, where's the PC? Where's the PC? Where's the PC? They didn't get it for like a year or so.
Yeah, but everything's eventually going to be... What I need them to do is release for every system, including PC if necessary and if willing, release all of the Sega Dreamcast games.
100%.
All of them. And just be like, here. Because I will dead ass buy all of them.
Mm-hmm. It's just like the Wii Virtual Console actually brought Sega Genesis, 16-bit, and then Saturn. I was wondering if they were going to do the Dreamcast, because I believe they definitely have the money.
Yeah,
to buy the rights.
Man, like, you listen, Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you remaster it or it looks like the shitty graphics that it was. I'm still gonna play the shit out of it. And you give me some achievements, man. I'm a fool, baby. We out here. Fuck. Release them shits. I need it. I want it.
You listening, Sega?
Huh? Yeah. Shit.
They're not
Listen,
gonna do
listen
it.
to us, motherfucker. No?
I said they're not gonna do
Listen.
it.
Hey, if they make enough racing games, they could definitely do it.
Yeah, I want it, man.
Sonic Racing.
I mean, but you know, that's just our opinions, I guess. Tell us what you think. All that jazz. Bye now.
Peace.